Call of Duty finally revealed the Season 4 update and it's about to change the game. This update will include the return of an iconic zombies mode and the return of iconic weapon alongside 4 new weapons and plenty more. Season 4 will be officially launching on May 29th at 9 AM Pacific time. With that being said, let's start off with the multiplayer side of things first. For multiplayer, you'll be seeing the addition of 4 brand new maps alongside a returning map from Black Ops 3. First of all, we have Shutdown will be available at launch. It's a brand new core 6v6 small sized map. Shutdown will be taking place at a hydroelectric plant in Iceland. Moving to our second map, it's called Fugitive. It will be available at launch and it's also a brand new 6v6 medium sized map. This map takes place at a secret CIA black site also in Iceland. Moving on to our third map, it's called Blitz and will also be available at launch, and this is not only a 6v6 but also a 2v2 strike map. This map will have 3 different locations. You have the road, the cliffside and also the waterfall. Not gonna lie to you guys, this sounds like an awesome map. Then we move on to our fourth brand new map. It's called Eclipse. This one will be coming at mid-season. It's also a 6v6 and 2v2 strike small sized map. Eclipse will be taking place at an underground nightclub in Avalon. And finally, we have the fifth and final map. Like I said, it's a returning map from Black Ops 3 and that is none other than Fringe, 6v6 medium sized map. If you played Black Ops 3, you know about this map. A very cool map, not gonna lie. Moving on from the maps, next up we have the weapons in Season 4. Season 4 will officially see the addition of 5 weapons into Black Ops 6 and Warzone. First of all, we have the return of the iconic LC-10, which first appeared in Black Ops Cold War, a very good SMG. It will be available in the Battle Pass page 3 and it says fully automatic submachine gun, excellent accuracy and range with a moderate rate of fire. Not gonna lie to you guys, LC-10 is definitely gonna become meta in this game. For our second weapon, we have a very iconic return weapon and that is the FFAR-1, or as we know it as the FAMAS. The FFAR-1 will be available at launch via the Battle Pass page 6 and the description reads fully automatic assault rifle, very high rate of fire and excellent CQB power but slower handling and mobility. Okay, not gonna lie to you guys, always amazing to see the FFAR or the FAMAS back. A very good weapon. Last time we saw it was of course in Black Ops Cold War. For our third weapon, we have the SX Model 7 marksman rifle. It will be available in season via an event reward. It's a lever action marksman rifle with high damage potential, balanced by slower rate of fire and handling. Moving to our second last weapon and talk about iconic weapons, it does not get more iconic than this one, and that is of course none other than the Olympia shotgun, which will be available mid-season via an event reward. Of course, if you played Black Ops 1, you all know about the Olympia, an amazing iconic weapon, and it will be finally making its way into Black Ops 6. That is very awesome. And for our fifth and final weapon, it's time to go mining in Minecraft because it's none other than the pickaxe. It will be available in season via an event reward. It's a one-hit kill with a medium attack speed, but it will have a very short range. And as one of the topic of weapons, we'll begin new special weapon attachments. First of all, we have the G-Grip. It will be available at launch for all assault rifles and also for all SMGs except the PP-19. The G-Grip is a vertical foregrip with integrated laser. That's gonna be very cool. Then we also have a Strider 22 3-round burst mode. It will be available at launch, and just as the name suggests, it will be a 3-round burst mode for your Strider 22 pistol. Moving on from that, we have the SVD full auto mode. It will be available in season via an event reward. Again, it turns your SVD from a semi-automatic weapon to a fully automatic weapon. And finally, we have the TR2 CQB auto conversion. It will be available in season, again via an event reward. And again, just as the name suggests, it turns your TR2 marksman rifle into a fully automatic weapon. Next up, we have the operators. First of all, we have Omen, which will be available only via the purchase of Black Cell Battle Pass. Not gonna lie to you guys, it is a cool operator, but it's a shame that it's locked behind the Black Cell Battle Pass. For our second operator, we of course have none other than Stitch, returned from Black Ops Cold War. The whole season is centered around Stitch, so he'll be making his return in Black Ops 6. Very cool. For our third and final operator is gonna be Ballerina from the world of John Wick. Unfortunately, this is only available via store bundle. Not gonna lie to you guys, this is awesome, but here's where I have a problem with this, okay? How on earth have we not gotten a John Wick crossover yet in Call of Duty? I don't have a problem with the Ballerina bundle, I actually think it's quite awesome, but how on earth have we not gotten a John Wick crossover in 5 years, okay? In 5 years, since the beginning of Modern Warfare 2019, we've been getting this crossover events with movies and all that good stuff. How on earth have we not gotten John Wick crossover yet? Is beyond crazy. But anyways, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Anyways, moving on from that, Season 4 will see the addition of 3 new events. First of all, we have the Ballerina event, which will be available in multiplayer, zombies and Warzone. It will begin on June 5th all the way to June 12th. and it will have 10 total rewards, with the SX Model 7 marksman rifle being one of the rewards. For our second event is going to be the Rivals event. It will be available in multiplayer, zombies and Warzone. It will begin on June 12th all the way until June 26th, and it will have 15 total rewards, which will include the Strider 22 3-round burst mode attachment and the Grim Reaper score streak, which we'll talk about later on this video. Alongside that, we have the King of the Dead event, which is going to be a zombie exclusive event. It will begin on June 26th all the way until July 3rd, and all you have to do is eliminate zombies in any zombies mode to earn points to climb the leaderboard. And finally, for the fourth and final event is the Master of Grief, which will also be available only in zombies. It will begin on July 10th all the way until July 17th, and all you have to do is collect essence in Grief to earn points to climb the leaderboard. And we'll talk about Grief. That's a new mod coming to zombies. We'll talk about it later in this video. Now let's move on and talk about the multiplayer modes. First of all, we have a brand new mode called Team Elimination. It will be available at launch, and this one will basically be kill confirmed with a twist. There will be 2 teams, each given a limited amount of lives each round as they fight to be the last surviving team. Players will still drop dog tags on death, and of course you can pick it up to confirm the kill, or you can pick up your teammate's dog tag to deny the opposition team. And it is as simple as that. But we move on to our second game mode, and this is a return of an iconic fan favorite game mode, and there is none other than One in the Chamber. It will be available in season, and just as the name suggests, you will only have 1 bullet in your weapon, and the only way to earn another bullet is to get an elimination, and if you miss, that's it, you will only have your knife. And finally, we have Party Ops limited time game mode. It will be available in season, and basically it will be a set of randomized mini games, and the player with the high score at the end of the match wins it all. Very cool, not gonna lie. Moving on from that, we have a new score streak like I just mentioned. It's called the Grim Reaper. It will be available in season, and will be usable once you earn 725 score in a match. And basically what the Grim Reaper is, it's a powerful semi-automatic launcher that can fire up to 4 rockets in one load. That's gonna be absolutely devastating. With that being said, that will do it for multiplayer. Now let's move on and talk about zombies. And like I mentioned a couple of minutes ago, we have the return of the iconic game mode Grief, which has not been seen since Black Ops 2. This is a very fan favorite mode that we've been asking for to return, and it is finally here. And in case you don't know what the game mode Grief is, it turns zombies into a 4v4 competitive mode where 2 teams will outlast each other, of course with the last team standing being the winner. The available maps for this game mode will be Liberty Falls, Terminus Island, Citadel des Morts, The Tomb, and finally Shattered Vale. Also, just keep in mind there will be some restrictions when you're playing this game mode. For example, there won't be any wonder weapons, Gobblegum exit strategy, Idle Eyes, Wonder Bar, Timeout, and Flavor Hex, which is a new Gobblegum that will be coming in Season 4. We'll talk about it later on. So how this game mode will work is as simple as this. 2 teams will be dropped into either side of the same Grief arena, which like I said takes place on one of the 5 zombie maps. Then an indirect PvP combat comes into effect. The 2 teams of 4 players cannot outright kill members of the enemy team, but can interact with them by body blocking or slowing them down by using melee, bullet based weapons or projectiles. So while you cannot actively kill the enemy team, you can slow them down, and that's going to be very important. And in order to win, you have to grief your enemy team into being killed or entering a down state. However, as long as just 1 member of the team is alive, the match will continue. Also in this game mode, expect all the critical doors to be already opened and the power will be already on. Also, you can revive your teammate if they're down. As long as one of your teammates is alive, you can revive them. That is awesome. You can also join progress, so if a game is already in progress, you can join it. Also, essence and salvage will be available to pick up in Grief, with salvage being worth 100 salvage in Grief mode only. Rounds will progress faster than usual, and the amount of zombies per round has been increased. And of course, the core mechanics like the arsenal, pack-a-punch, mystery box, crafting tables, perk machines, and all that good stuff will also be available. And also a new thing will be the capture zones. It will be appearing at regular cadence during a match. These are smaller areas within a Grief arena where players are required to stand and earn specific types of kills to trigger a Grief on the opposing team. So plan A is to survive. If that gets thrown out of the window, it will turn to plan B, where you have to capture the zones. Moving on from that, will begin new Dark Ops challenges. It will be available at launch to account for the new game mode Grief. Following that, we'll also begin a new limited time game mode called Star Room. It will be available mid-season, and just as the name suggests, you will be locked to only the Star Room of wherever zombies map you pick. That should be very challenging but very fun. And finally, we'll begin the Abomination Challenge limited time game mode, also available in mid-season. And again, just as the name suggests, you will enter a rapid version of Liberty Falls where you'll have to hunt down ultra powered up Abomination. That should be very challenging and fun as well. Alongside all of that, we'll begin a new ammo mode called the Shattered Blast. It will be available at launch. And basically each bullet you fire will have a chance to create an explosion that destroys armor. I can definitely see that coming in handy. And of course, just like all the previous ammo modes, it will have 6 augments, 3 major and 3 minor augments. Following that, we'll be getting 3 new Gobblegums, all available at launch. First of all, we have the Explosive Flourish, which is going to be epic rarity. Reloading your weapon creates an explosion around you. It will last for 2 minutes. Then we have Flavor Hex, which is going to be legendary rarity. Activates a random Ultra Gobblegum, which of course is banned in Grief. And finally, we have Rain Burps, which is going to be whimsical rarity. Zombies killed belch sparkly rainbow bubbles. It will last 3 minutes. And to finish off with the zombie side of things, we'll be getting the Grim Reaper support weapon. It will be available in season as part of the Rivals event reward like we already mentioned, but it will cost you 2000 salvage. With that being said, that will do it for zombies. Now let's move on and talk about Warzone. And the major update in Warzone will be a brand new point of interest called the Overlook, which will replace the Sky Communication Tower. This will be the tallest building ever seen in Verdansk. As a matter of fact, it will be more than twice the height of any previous building, as you guys can see in this image right here. To the left is the OG Verdansk and to the right is the new Overlook building. Just look how big it is absolutely ridiculous. But this is the new point of interest. However, around the Overlook point of interest, there'll be kind of like mini point of interest. First of all, we have the diamond, which is the building itself. Then we have the security checkpoint point of interest. Then we have the construction sites. Then we have the restaurants, which is going to be at the bottom of the building. The restaurants will consist of Burger Town and a new sushi bar. We'll have the north and south cranes. We'll have the zip lines and additional rooftop cover. We also have the entrance and the lobby lockdown. We have the atrium and the sky deck, interior and exterior. Then we have the penthouse, which is going to be interior, and then the roof obviously is going to be exterior. And then in the penthouse they say wait until the operators learn the secrets of their redacted room. What exactly is the redacted room and what secrets is it holding? That should be very fun to find out once season 4 launches. Alongside the new Overlook point of interest, we'll be getting 3 new game modes. First of all, we have Clash, a limited time game mode available at launch, which will basically be a 52 versus 52 team deathmatch in Warzone Verdansk with a 15-minute time limit. This is absolutely crazy. Of course, if you remember during Black Ops Cold War Season 5, they introduced this mode, but now in Black Ops 6 Warzone, it's even bigger with 52 versus 52 team deathmatch. It's gonna be absolutely crazy. For our second game mode, it's gonna be Havoc Royale limited time game mode. It will be available mid-season. It will be 44 players, which means squads, and will also have 15-minute time limit. Basically, it's gonna be like your normal Warzone match, but with some rule bending modifiers. For example, you might get low gravity mode, which will feel like you have jetpacks, and then some minutes later it will change to super strength or super speed. And basically throughout the Warzone match, you will be getting new modifiers to change the way you play the game. If you played Havoc last year with Modern Warfare 3 and even now in Black Ops 6 in multiplayer, you will know all about this game mode. And finally, for Season 4 game mode, it will be Resurgence Casual. It will be available mid-season, 44 players with players and bots. And of course, like the name says, it's Resurgence but casual. Alongside all of that, expect some new gameplay features in Season 4. First of all, we have a new contract, Search and Destroy. We have a new field upgrade, Door Barricade. Also a new kill streak, the hand can will be making its way into Warzone. And also another kill streak called the Care Package. All of this will be available mid-season. But before they make it available into the normal Battle Royale, first of all, they'll be testing them out in the new Clash mode. And if everything goes smoothly there, then expect them to make their way into the normal Battle Royale. Alongside that, we'll also begin a new perk called the Loot Master, will also be available mid-season. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of information for it, but we will know everything once the mid-season load update comes around. And to finish off with the Season 4 update, we'll begin a new vehicle in Warzone, and that is the Polaris Sportsman XP 1000 ATV. It will be available at launch. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, Season 4 is shaping out to be a very promising season with a lot of content for multiplayer, zombies and Warzone. So yeah, it's shaping out to be a very good season. But with all that being said, make sure to click the video on the screen right now to see the Black Ops 7 teaser that was found in Black Ops 6. Thank you guys for watching this video.